Right now at noon, tracking Milton, the hurricane has been downgraded a bit. It's now a Category 4 storm, but boy, it still poses a massive and historic threat as it approaches our state. And meanwhile, Milton has already impacted parts of Mexico. The hurricane leaving behind some severe flooding after several inches of rain there.
And preparations are underway across Florida, with the storm expected to bring near record winds and massive storm surge up to 15 feet for parts of the west coast. The highways are also packed with people trying to evacuate, with Milton expected to make landfall tomorrow in the Tampa area.
And schools in our area are closing ahead of Milton. Broward County Public Schools will be closed tomorrow and on Thursday as well. Miami-Dade Public Schools will be closed tomorrow. The Archdiocese of Miami Catholic Schools will be closed tomorrow, and activities after 5 o'clock today have also been canceled. And Monroe County Public Schools will also be closed on Wednesday. We have a lot to get to on Milton.
That's right. Let's start with Weather Authority meteorologist Peta Sheerwood.
As we take a look at the latest advisory that came in from Hurricane Milton, we are seeing that the wind speeds now at 150 miles per hour. This underwent eye wall replacement, and we are expecting this to continue to move through the Gulf of Mexico, where there are still some very warm sea surface temperatures, and it is going to remain as an intense Category 4 hurricane here as we head throughout the rest of the day. Still on board for forecasts with landfall potentially happening late Wednesday, overnight, going into Thursday across the Tampa Bay region. We're talking about areas south of Cedar Key and just to the north of Fort Myers. At any point within this region, we can see landfall as we head into the overnight hours on Wednesday going into Thursday. It is going to weaken as it moves over land, but still bringing hurricane force impacts across Orlando, and then weakening even more as it moves over the Atlantic. I do want to point out that the storm surge with this is going to be a big concern for the Tampa Bay region, especially near Sarasota, where those storm surge totals are up to 15 feet. For the Keys, storm surge 1 to 3 feet. And then on the back end of the storm, as we head into the end of the week, we are likely to see those storm surge totals getting up to 3 to 5 feet across Jacksonville, extending down into Melbourne. Let's go ahead and take a look at the watches and the warnings that are in place. We now have tropical storm warnings in effect for Broward County, Miami-Dade County, and Monroe County. We are expecting those tropical storm force conditions to move in here as we head into our Wednesday. So from Wednesday morning into Thursday, that's when we're expecting the biggest impacts for the Keys. We're talking about winds around 20 to 30 miles per hour and wind gusts around 40 to 45 miles per hour for the lower Keys. The upper and middle Keys expecting those gusts around 45 miles per hour. And then for Broward County and Miami-Dade County, late Wednesday night going into Thursday, those winds expected around 15 to 25 miles per hour with gusts around 35 to 40 miles per hour. Let's talk about the rain that is out there on the radar. Those showers are moving in from the west, and we're seeing the rain ease up in North Miami-Dade County. You can see light showers out there in Hialeah, extending all the way down into Cutler Bay. Some light rain going on in Homestead as well. And the showers that are off to the west, they are going to continue to move in as we head throughout the rest of this afternoon. This is all associated with this disturbance and this stationary boundary that will continue to pull away from us here in South Florida. And then the outer bands from Milton, that is expected to move in, especially as we head into Wednesday. So do plan for those showers around for the lunch hour. We'll get a little break as we head into the overnight hours. A couple of stray showers will be possible, but we're not expecting that widespread heavy rain overnight. And then once we head into Wednesday morning, we could begin to see some of those outer bands filtering in that will likely continue into the afternoon and the evening. Some heavy rainfall will be possible with some of the outer bands, and we cannot rule out an isolated tornado as well as some of those outer bands roll on through. The flood threat is still in place. This flood watch goes until Thursday morning, and we're expecting an additional 1 to 3 inches of rainfall across South Florida, with those totals to the north and west significantly higher, upwards of 10, even isolated higher totals, upwards of 12 to 15. Coming up, we're going to take a closer look at our wind speeds. I'm going to go hour by hour and show you the timing we're expecting them to strengthen.